Hey guys, welcome back to What I Want to Say. And this video is for anyone who's ever experienced a Monday. I recently experienced a Monday, which was named Friday. Um, and in case you haven't experienced a Monday, allow me to elaborate. So, the night before this Monday, called Friday, I wasn't able to sleep. I just laid there for hours, just thinking. And then thinking about how much I wanted to go to sleep. And eventually, I went to sleep. And then I woke up at about 4 o'clock that Monday. And, um, I just thought I needed to pee. So, went to the bathroom, came back, tried to go back to sleep. Did not go back to sleep until 2 hours later. So then, after I went back to sleep, I had to wake up at about 7 o'clock so that I could get ready and go to work. Well, that was fine. I had coffee. It was okay. Um, then I got to work and I got out and I was walking in and there just so happened to be this pond that froze over since the weekend before this Monday. There was a snowstorm in which mostly equaled ice. And that ice did not melt because there was a nationwide shortage. And so you would imagine that even though I've walked over this ice several times, because there was borderline no way around that I knew of at the time that I was aware, after the fact, I found out that there was another way. Um, yeah. I slipped and fell not only on my booty, but I also broke the claw clip in my hair because of the hard impact fall. So the claw clip that broke did not break down the middle. It broke all the little teeth off. Um, and instead of them just automatically falling out, they stayed in my hair. Um, so as I got up and was walking away into my work, with a now broken claw clip that I just thought, it's just broken. I began to hear little things dropping behind me. And I thought, huh, that's so weird. Who's behind me? Oh, I figured it out pretty quickly. And so at that point, I was holding my hair like this so that none of them would fall out in front of my coworkers and bosses. And I went in to one of my bosses saying, "Hey, are you okay? You look a little flustered." And I was like, "Oh, I am great. I just need to go to the bathroom to shake out some broken claw clip teeth before I clock in, if that's okay." I filled her in on the whole situation, and by the time I went and shook out my hair, picked up all the pieces, put them in the trash can, and then resumed to my daily duties of putting my vest on, taking my other things off like a coat, and a purse, and all such. There was already a rush. And so, my third day of work, not fully being trained, um, jumped in and did what could happen. The first person that I got, let's just say they were having a Monday too. So as the day went on, things got progressively better. Then my boss got my favorite restaurant for work. At my work, we all go to the same restaurant for lunch. If, you want it there, then, you just let somebody know, hey, this is where I'm going. Does anybody want anything? Go pick it up and pay them back. And, well, my boss went and got my favorite restaurant and didn't tell nobody. And she just happened to bring it in, wafting my favorite meal at me. And Monday indeed. Well, I got off work and came home and crashed because it was a Monday. Then I realized, oh yes, there must also be dinner involved. For all of you moms and people out there that involve yourselves in dinner. Yeah. So then it was the whole brainage of figuring out what's for dinner, what are we gonna make together, what are we gonna do, what is the comfort food for today. And I thought, well, maybe someone else is having a Monday with a different name, or the same name, but is underlyingly a Monday. And they need some sort of comfort as well. Some people like coffee. I believe coffee tastes like dirt water. So I go with kind of a homemade tea. To make my tea, you heat water up until it's hot enough to where you feel like as it's going down, it's punching you in the face with awesomeness. And you put some lemon in it, make it healthy. And then you're going to get your honey and squeeze the living crap out of it and stir it all together and then heat it again because by that time it's already cold. And go ahead and have that. And then also you need a homemade butter biscuit. I don't care if it has butter already in it, you need to slather the top of it and reheat it. Make sure it's really, really hot, and there should be no spot of it that is any other color than butter. Butter makes life better. And those two go very, very well together. Or, my preferred, although this is the healthier version, the preferred way of comfort food for a Monday of any name would be chocolate. Just any old kind of chocolate you can get your hands on. Melted preferably is mine. I feel like it takes a little bit longer, lasts a little bit longer that way. Hot chocolate, just anything you can really get your hands on it's gonna help. I think if you're like me, it'll help. Yes, so also you might need to look up some inspirational quotes off of Google. You may think it's not going to work, but you put on images and you look inspirational quotes up. If you're a Christian like me, then absolutely go Christian or something specifically that you struggle with or something like that. Make it specific and it will hit home a lot easier. And then share it with people and watch their feedback, and that'll also help you feel a lot better. What else helps with a Monday? Sleep. Sleep also helps with a Monday. Not having kids, that's also a very helpful thing. If you have kids, I'm so sorry. But if you do not, just remember that. So yes, I wish you luck with your Monday. I hope you have a great tomorrow. I hope you make it to Wednesday and Sunday, because to every Sunday there is a Monday. But I love you guys. I hope you get past this Monday. I will see you next video. Goodbye.